Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Hey and welcome to Weekly Tips. We're putting some sense in your tip jar. Welcome today. Today joined by me, Daniel, and we're going to be painting a running cheetah. So let's run on into this and paint this cheetah. First of all, I gather my reference and then start drawing these big shapes of the cheetah, the running cheetah. As you can see, I'm just kind of working out where it fits. You can see I kind of start on the background a little bit. I thought, cover a lot of ground first, and then I can break it down and slowly fix things up as I go forward. Not working too much on these things, just slowly adding them in so I have a base to start off with. Now I did source this image from pixabay.com, so feel free to go check that website. It's an awesome website that has copyright free imagery that you can use. And it's awesome. I use it to draw from because they have some amazing pictures. Compared to just Google searching, they have something there. They are good. There are other good places. Just searching Google, you can find other websites that have way more imagery to offer. That can be more high quality and good to draw from. But anywho, as you can see, I've jotted down again the basic body shape of this cheetah and try to fix up again some of the proportional things that are happening, some of the arms and legs, and fixing those body shapes as I go forward. You might be lucky and draw it the first time round and get it really good, but it's gonna be a whim. Possibly you could be obviously a really good drawer, and have that skill level. But for me, I definitely need to do a few passes before I'm happy with it. Even good artists have bad days, and also they need a few passes to, call it a final drawing, um, or final, painting layer, something like that. So, it's about fixing up these mistakes. You're gonna make these mistakes. Um, Getting all the major features right. So here I'm working on the legs. When I first delved into it, I'm delving into the overall shape, kind of like a silhouette. I'm worried about the silhouette first. And that's, the whole pose, where it sits in the image, those things first. And once I've dealt with that overall shape, you see me, I can go into the nitty gritty of, is his neck long enough? Is his leg, his right leg here, is it long enough? All these little features you can slowly fix up from there on in, and that's what I find is important, especially doing these 90-minute art challenges. I delve into it, adding in kind of quickly little representations of everything where everything kind of fits, and then slowly breaking it down the different parts where they all fit. Also, another helpful piece of advice here is to draw the negative space. So, that space in between his legs there. If you accurately draw that, that will help you get the rest of his body in that area fitting right, as well as some of these other negative space, that little part between his tail and his leg, and also between his legs and his chest area, and his neck. Those kind of areas, those negative spaces, getting those a little bit more accurate can be really helpful in guiding where things fit. And here, add spots. One way you could do it that can be helpful is to maybe make a layer of its own and paint all the spots in so that you don't have to keep on kind of painting the spots over and over again, kind of a thing. Because unless, you know, you have the his skin color and his the lighting and everything correct, you know, you're going to be having to kind of paint those spots in again because you have to fix up his undercoat. And also, you know, in saying that and, you know, putting it all in one layer, also you will have to change the values and things of every, well, not every individual spot, but all the spots will have, some are slightly darker, some are slightly lighter, so you will have to still edit them in. So I mean, you know, I decided not to do that. Um, Mainly because I didn't think of it while I was doing the 90-minute art challenge. I was trying to get it in. But also with that, yeah, again, um, it would, if I did that whole layer with the leopard prints, well, leopard prints, the cheetah prints, um, it could have been really helpful. Um, I would still have to edit some of those spots and things like that, but you could always have another layer on top of that for your final kind of coat for it. But here I'm working through putting the spots on and as well as trying to get the lighting situation right um, and fixing up those values. I could again spend a little bit more time on values, but you know, I did that while I was kind of painting in color. Um, so you can do it in color. It is, you know, it's possible. I've done it, you know, for a long time with that, with just delving into color really. And you know, but it's always good to do tonal studies, to understand that value. And every chance you get to do kind of a grayscale tonal, go for it. It does really help in, you know, art and illustration and making sure that the whole lighting situation, you know, works first. Um, it's like one artist, I think it's Craig Mellons I was listening to. He was talking about how, you know, the value is the most important thing. You can change the colors as much as you like, you know, um, to blue or green as long as your tones are fine. It still should make, you know, sense. You know, I could have a green cheetah. Obviously, it would look a bit odd if it was a green cheetah, but in terms like of value and, you know, looking like a 3D image, like an actual painting, um, he would look real basically. You know, with all the tones and everything, making sure those tones and values are in the right place. It's still readable, even though if it was green, um, it just may look like he's from another planet or something, you know? But yeah, hopefully this does help. Feel free to do this challenge on your own. Painting moving animals is definitely challenging. Um, you know, knowing the animal as well, I have in the past drawn cheetahs. I have seen them my whole life on documentaries, on at zoo visits, seen them on TV lately as well. To show Taronga Zoo, a lot of inspiration in my life from seeing cheetahs, one of my favorite animals. So I do kind of understand their body a little bit, not to the fullest tone like Hammy Bones. I know cats as well. I know the cat's body structure. So knowing the structure of your animals and that kind of thing does really help as well. So if you do, you know, you're really struggling with this pose, feel free to go and draw. I've got some weekly tips on drawing cheetahs. I think just the one of drawing a cheetah But feel free to go check that out, and feel free to go find some reference material for drawing cheetahs and other, more simplified poses first before you approach this painting, or something, moving. It could be a monkey pose that you're doing yourself. Feel free to study monkeys a little bit before you just delve into something like this. It's really good to do exercise, and you can completely fail. That's fine. Um, but and learn from it. But yeah, knowing those things, knowing those forms and those shapes does really help. Um, it kind of having some education to give you that kind of leap into doing something challenging like this. Now, in saying that, you may not know anything about cheetahs or how to draw them or animals. Maybe you don't really draw animals, and you might still achieve something really good. And that just comes from observation as well. So having observation skills, 90-minute art challenges do that to give you that observational skills, especially if you're, you know, switching up subject matters, maybe the way you paint it, a lot um, of different aspects to them that can really help. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I think I did an okay job. I still think there's room for improvement. I think it's okay. It's good for 90 minutes. I'll give it that. But yeah, there's room for improvement there. And I'm happy enough with the results. There's some aspects I'm a little bit, that need fixing up, that I can fix up in the future. One day maybe I might do another cheetah running or another and cat running of some sort. But I've failed here basically. Not too badly failed, but So hopefully you've learned something. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Keep drawing, keep creating, and see you in the next video.